So everybody get into a comfortable position. You can choose to close your eyes or focus on a single point. You're going to drop down into your body and notice what's going on. Noticing if you're feeling calm or tight, open or closed. Notice any thoughts or feelings that are coming up and are right there. Notice how tempted you are to fuse with them and how readily you're able to let them go if you do. And now take a minute to reflect on what you've gotten out of this process. Notice any positive things that have come out over the last several weeks. And even if the thing that you got out of it is that you took the time once a week for 8 weeks to focus on yourself, notice how that feels. Notice how easy or difficult it is to let positive thoughts or feelings to come up. And how readily you fuse with those compared to the more challenging or difficult thoughts or feelings. Take a moment to reflect back to the first time you came, maybe even before you came when you were deciding if you were going to take the time to make yourself a priority through this process. And notice the ways that you're similar and the ways that you're different since that time. Be curious about what direction you want to move in this coming month. And think concretely, what does that look like? If you continue to live your values, and in what ways can you help yourself do that? What routines or habits or supports can you put in place to help yourself keep living your values? Keep moving forward. Now see yourself slipping back. And ask yourself, what do you need to put in place to help yourself respond to that in a value-based way? Recognizing that everybody slips into a mud puddle sometimes, but it's up to us how long we muck around in the mud. So how can you set yourself up to get back up as quickly as possible? Now imagine that you continued to do the work. You continued to listen to what made you feel stronger or weaker. You had the courage to be vulnerable with people and ask for what you needed and wanted. Imagine that you continue on this path. Imagine where you'll be in 6 months. In 1 year. In 5 years. And notice how it feels to recognize that whether or not you get there is very much in your control. Knowing that you're now equipped with a whole slew of tools and strategies and awarenesses that can help you live and create the life that you want to live. Now see yourself making mistakes. They may be small, they may be big. How do you respond to those in a way that allows you to move forward instead of being defined by them? And what do you need to put in place to remember that? Gently bring yourself back to a positive feeling for yourself, for the work that you've put in, the willingness to be present with others, to show up and share. Let that feeling fill you up of how you treated yourself, at least when you came here, like you matter. And bring your attention to the rising and falling of your breath, to the sounds around you in the room. Imagine what the room will look like, and when you're ready, open them.